Alright, welcome back. So, quick apology, the video quality for this one isn't great because I was watching it through YouTube. So, I'm sorry about that. This is going to be a shorter review as I've got the two games on tonight. They were on at the same time. So, as soon as I get this up, I'm going to go check out the Boston-Toronto game. And then the review for that one will be up pretty late. So, apologies for that. I think the doubleheaders on Saturdays will work better. They're on in the early afternoon, so I'll have the rest of the day to get the reviews up. But in this case, where it's an evening and there's two games on like this, unfortunately, one of them will probably be a shorter review. And in this case, it's the Ottawa game because I took less notes for it because I was just enjoying the game because I've become an Ottawa fan very early on. So, apologies for that, but this is going to be the shorter review. So let's get into it quickly. So we've got Hensley in net for Minnesota, Mashmeyer in for Ottawa, both great starts to the season. Clark comes down the wing, gives it to Savannah Harmon, who goes bar down on Hensley. Great shot by her. This is assisted by Clark and Gabby Hughes. So we've got an early 1-0 lead for Ottawa, and they've started strong all season. They've got the first goal in all three of their games so far. So great start for them. If you're new, the full replays of the goals and all of that will be on my Instagram. I cannot show every replay and all that, or my reviews are going to get way too long. So go check that out. It's in the description if you want to go find that. And then we get a power play for Ottawa. It's going to get thrown in front. Agia on the doorstep tucks that in. And it's assisted by Rose and Mrazova. So we got a 2-0 lead halfway through the first. Minnesota's going to go to the power play, but good job on the penalty kill by Ottawa, so they're going to kill that off. And then Ottawa gets their second power play of the game, but Minnesota will kill that off. So that's going to recap the first period. Shots are 7-7. And let's get right into the second here. As Emily Clark is going to take a bad hit here. This is a boarding penalty on her. She knows it right away. She checks, makes sure that she's all right. And so Minnesota's going to head to the power play late in that penalty. It's the league's only player from Finland, Susanna Tapani, with her first. So that's the first goal for a Finnish player in the PWHL, making her home nation proud. That's set up by Heisey and Steckline, and that is both Minnesota's first power play goal of the year, which is very hard to believe with their offense, and it's the first shorthanded goal given up by Ottawa. But it's a great response by Ottawa. The next couple shifts, they keep it in the zone. I just love her play. She just does whatever it takes to keep this play in the zone. And then Mrazova with a little cutback here. She's going to draw a penalty. So you love to see that from your third line. Go to work, forecheck hard, draw some calls from moving your feet. So that was a great job by that third line, which they did all throughout this game. Quick little highlight on Kendall Coyne, captain, penalty killer, out there working hard. She's such a hound on the puck, and then a smart heads-up play. Throw that back, kill some extra clock. And then it's going to be Grace Zumwinkle still on that penalty. Drives down the left, drives the net hard, and she elevates this puck in so tight, so quickly. What a goal by her. She has been leading the league in goals this year. The hat trick, obviously, she had early on, but that's her 5th of the season, so she continues to lead the league. And we've got a jailbreak, so Tapani is going to give her a good thank you very much. Got me out of the penalty box. Appreciate it. Now, I've got to say, I feel like New York right there would have stopped that play from going to the net. You need your defender to play the body in this situation. You can't let her just walk in on your goalie like that and leave your goalie out to dry. There's the little thank you very much. So, a great goal by Zumwinkle nonetheless, but I think you got to be a little bit harder on the body there. And then we've got a Steckline interference penalty. Good possession by Ottawa. Jinsey Rose going coast to coast here. You can see a little bit of her offensive ability. She's going to try beat Hensley, but, I mean, it's Hensley. She's a little too good for that play. It's going to take a better shot than that. So Minnesota will kill that off. And then it's a good pass up here by Teralova to find Daryl Watts. And she's going to beat Hensley, but she cannot beat the post as she just misses tucking this in. Good job by Hensley. Give you a quick replay for that one because this was so close. I couldn't believe this stayed out off the post, And then Hensley hits her glove and she pulls that one in. So with that, we are going to head to the third. Great chance for Watts. 5 minutes in, that third line continues to go to work. They just suffocate you on the forecheck. Great work from that line, and the entire team for Ottawa really embodies this work ethic and style of play. And then we got Maggie Flaherty, big hit along the boards, and then it's Shiga at the line picking this off. As I said, they're all over you. Every time you look up, they're there. And then after that, Kendall Coyne's going to get a holding call here. If you think this is a weak call, I'll agree. There's not a whole lot there, but penalties like this get called when it affects possession. So you can see it's just enough that Boulier does lose the puck. And so that's why this is going to get called. I know it's there's not a lot there, but that's why the call is there. So they go to their 5th power play, but that is going to be killed off. And it's Gabby Hughes in tight. She tries to beat Hensley, but she gets a piece of it to deny her. And right after that, Hensley comes out to play this. There's no trapezoid in the PWHL. Gilmore's going to throw that on net, and then Hughes again, denied by Hensley as she dives back to bail herself out. So here's your replay for that one, in tight. Hensley fights that first one off, and then she dives back to save that one. So Hughes, 2 grade A chances, but Hensley denies her on both. Hensley's just, some of the saves she has made this season are just ridiculous. And then we've got a late power play for Minnesota. Good penalty killing. Grozova gives her a little bit of a shove back. And then Ottawa attacks shorthanded, but they're going to kill this off. So we are headed to another overtime game, extra hockey. Fans love it. I think there was about 6,000 in the crowd there today, so good crowd on hand. Great pass by Heisey right here. Fakes the shot, and then Steckline tries to beat Mashmeyer, but no dice. She's going to come up with a huge save early on. And then this play is going to start way back here. So Tapani picks this up, and she fakes out Mrazova. So she skates. She kind of slides off. There's a little bit more open ice. Tapani carries it. She's going to throw it on net, and it's going to go in as it deflects off the defenseman's stick, and it elevates, so it goes right up over Mashmeyer. No chance for her because of the deflection there. Great job by Tapani. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. That's how I've heard them pronounce it. So she gets her 2nd of the night to win it for Minnesota. She's got to be your player of the game. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed as an Ottawa fan. I can tell my fandom's grown because I was so nervous throughout that overtime. So I really started to enjoy them. Another heartbreaker at home. They lost that first one against Montreal in overtime. So it was a fun game. I'm an Ottawa fan, but I'm still very much cheering for all of the teams. Great job by Minnesota as they're going to move to 4-1, I believe, on the season, or 4-0-1 as they lost that one in overtime. The disappointment, the heartbreak. Yeah, but this was a good one. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching. Shorter review for this one. I'm going to head to the Toronto-Boston one. I'll get that one up later. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace up. See you in the next one.